Fun, great. I'm having a great time here, guys.
I think the puff wave has kind of picked up a lot in the UK recently because you got Jamie, you got Kingu kind of busting it out every now and then. You got like Convey who's meant to be here, Stylo.
Our pool had
FM.
3 puffs.
Like there's so many puffs around in the UK, but even then it's like, oh, okay.
It's just that HBox documentary. Now everyone's like, oh, Pog, I love Puff.
I love Puff.
Jigglypuff.
What a great
Juan de
character.
Biedma, I love you.
The full name is crazy.
I love you, Juan Hungry Box de Biedma.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's how his last name's pronounced. I hope so.
Whale's starting it off strong though. Gets the first stock.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely like, I feel like this is one of like many like V-Puff matchups where the character that like isn't Puff, the players tend to complain that it's really hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's definitely just like, it's just like Sheik Puff in the way that like you just feel like you're getting kind of like, you get like chump checked in like a horrible way where it doesn't look like your opponent's really doing anything. But at higher levels it kind of like evens out, or like it smooths out a little bit more. But obviously you can still get, you know, at high level you can still get up throw rests sometimes, so.
Yeah, it definitely comes up every now and then. Oh,
every time
gets that up air. Just catches that like mid 70s.
God, every time I see a Falco do a rest punish, I'm like, why don't they laser? And then I started playing Falco recently, like the last couple weeks, and I did the laser, and I'm like, oh right, it's not Fox laser. Fuck. Damn. So yeah, you just F smash. It's like, but Fox just gets to like throw 20 lasers. It's
Fox gets to build up like 70%. It's like,
yeah, I just have to fucking cry with my F smash.
I'm gonna try and. Falco is definitely one of those characters that like if you get a good conversion on the puff, you can just get like a shine off the top.
Yeah, it definitely looks really crazy, like to see Puff kind of like get killed off the top in those ways. Like it's definitely it feels so like it just feels so weird to watch. But
down to last stock now on Jamie.
Yeah, RestlessWhale showing not to be really scared of trying to pressure Jamie's shield. Jamie not really wanting to entertain the shield grab.
Oh, it just gets that. Maybe like one jump left?
Yeah, yeah. Jump. And that's it. That's game 1 for RestlessWhale.
That was pretty clean.
Let's go, my goats.
I think that was a pretty solid game 1.
My fellow TO, Dutch TO goats. Let's go. I have all of the regional bias, and I'm not going to hide it.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, fair enough. There's actually a surprising amount of Netherlands people around, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just because Tropico had like the hotel deal, so like.
Oh,
so
right.
I think every single person except like Happy Meals is just here because he has the hotel deal, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean.
So yeah, no, definitely just like it's kind of made it that there's a lot of Dutch people here, which is quite nice. I mean, it's like, because this was definitely looking to become a tournament that was kind of just like UK players and Jaw Raiden.
Yeah.
And it's like cool to have like RestlessWhale and like Happy Meals, Skullbro.
Like a couple French people here and there as well. But
yeah, so we got a little, you know, we got some international flair going on here, not just a bunch of Brits fucking having a little sausage fest, you know, like, oh, Pog, I love playing.
We get to watch a bunch of Brits.
God, Pog, I sure do love playing Jamie and winners, like, semis again.
And then Jaw Raiden probably wins the whole thing. Actually, I don't even know what Frenzy and Yaw's history is like recently.
I don't know. I know that Jaw Raiden just had his yearly Festa stimmy.
Yep.
Where last year, obviously, he beat Pipsqueak in Grads, and this time he beat Moff in Grads.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see if that stimmy, you know, continues on into tournaments that aren't on some random island, off like in Sweden somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a nice little island, though.
I mean, it looks nice. It looks nice and comfy. I've never been, but like, you know, it's not comparable to the beautiful Red Bull Gaming Sphere.
The beautiful Red Bull's Gaming Sphere.
Yeah, and
just off of Shoreditch High Street.
Yeah, in the wonderful London borough of Tower Hamlets. You know, right next to the city of London.
I sure do love London.
I sure do love London. I love London. It's the first time I've been in London. Let me tell you, it's loud in here. It's loud in this venue. It's loud in the city.
It is a very loud city for sure. I think even at night, like when you're like leaving or like if you're going back somewhere, London's still loud. It's such an interesting, like it's always loud. I feel like I've never seen London be quiet.
I just got bullied by Tropico so hard for pointing that out, and I was like, man, I grew up in a town with like a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
Let me be. you know, and it's like, yeah, well, you know, I've lived in Buenos Aires before. I'm like, well, fuck you, man. Like, come on, man. It's like, yeah, you lived in a fucking ginormous city, and I didn't, so my bad. My fault.
It's like such a. It's so like.
My fault. My fault. Sorry. Sorry. My parents should have moved to a bigger city. And.
It's definitely just like one of those places that like unless you like live here, you never really get used to it.
I mean, it's just I think it's just one of those like it's just one of those things that does truly separate like people who live not in cities but like in like metropoli like London or like New York, Chicago, Buenos Aires, you know, like Tokyo, those huge cities. It's just that it changes what your perception of the default like living like urban living environment is so starkly that like it's just like wow, like you've lived in a place where like if you like bike 15 minutes in one direction the city just ends. Crazy, cannot relate.
Oh, needs to get the.
Oh,
that's such a huge pickup by Jamie.
Yeah, no, Jamie's might be able to clutch this back. This was definitely looking like a bit of a RestlessWhale W, a bit of a RestlessWhale running away with this, but
that was such a crucial pickup. Like that was almost kind of required for this set to be alive. No way. Just gets it? Oh, come on.
Not like this. Actually, yes, like this. Let's go, Ancient.
No, I'm saying not like
this. Come on,
this.
RestlessWhale.
No.
Come on,
if it ends like this, it's so over.
It's so over.
It's so
After
over.
one pool set, it is over.
Look, okay, you get like that was like the cleanest little up for rest. There was no way. There was no way. That's actually gonna
Let's go.
It. That's so tragic for Jamie.
We're so back. That was so fucked.
Even